Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so I copied the link, our training platform link to the chat. So if anyone can follow, they can, no problem. So basically, our training platform is divided in 3 different courses. Basically, this was created on top of Moodle. So this is very straightforward. Probably the majority of you already used Moodle. So we have 3 different courses. The first one that you can see, the FIESTA IoT, what is it, is basically getting started guides. So presenting what is FIESTA, the in-house test beds, and also the in-house experiments. We have divided this in books. It's how this is called within Moodle. So basically, we have all the content here. You have a table of contents here. So basically, you can just use the table of contents to jump from each section, or just go one after another using the arrows. This is very straightforward. We try to do this as simple as possible, so you can easily traverse Moodle and see everything that's in here. The same happens with the in-house testbeds. We have already are federated in Fiesta. So I will not go into the details of the content. I will leave that to my colleagues that will, during the day, explain everything. So I will just go through the second one. First, I will go to the third one, because the FIESTA IoT open calls was the first one created, was the ones for the proposals. So basically, when some of you were probably involved in the proposals of the submission of the proposals. And so this third course was is still only for the open calls. So now it will be for the third and the fourth. And for the third parties, in this case for you guys, this will be this course. The guide for third parties will have the most of the content that you can expect to be here. So on the top, you have just some announcements that we don't have any yet. If we have any announcement, we will put it here. Just the link for to email the support team, the open call support team in Fiesta, our GitHub page, and the help desk support that Akhil will present in a few minutes. And then basically we have four different categories. The Fiesta IoT overview, basically it's the content explaining the Fiesta platform and some information regarding the API documentation and of course a small description of each module. Then I can just go back. You will have the part of the security framework that will be presented by Paul also today. Then we'll have a guide for experimenters and the guide for extensions. Of course, for you, the guide for experimenters will be the first, your basically main source of information. You have already a lot of here. Of course, this can be you can then read everything, and then if you have any doubt after the workshop, you can of course contact us. So basically, you have a lot of content here. In case you need it offline, your book, of course, it will be published. But you can also print, then save it as PDF if you want, because Moodle provides this functionality. So you have everything, and then you can just save it on a PDF and take it with you if you're going to be offline for a while. So I think maybe this is what you can expect from Moodle. I have here a folder with the presentations that we are going to show you today. So if you want to just come back to what we presented today, you will have the presentations here. If we update something, we will of course update this. We have, of course, some material that we're going to show you today. It's also here, and of course, the Moodle platform, the training material will be constantly updated. So every time we change something, we modify anything, we will update the documentation here. So you will, while you come here, you will of course have the latest versions of everything regarding to Fiesta. It will always be here. So I think this is it for Moodle. I think this is very straightforward. Another thing I wanted to say is that you can access everything using without an account. So if you see here, I'm using a guest access. So we didn't want to put more overhead, so to create an account on Moodle. So as the information here is public, you can access it as guests, download everything. The only thing that you need to log in is if you want to interact with us with any way possible. But of course you can send us an email using the open call email, the support team email, or using the help desk support. So probably the guest user will be enough, at least for now. I don't know if you have any fast question or anything that you didn't understand that you want me to further elaborate. In case you don't, of course, I will be here for the question and answer. So if you have something for me later, I will be here answering, of course. And then if not, I will just give the floor to Akil. He will go to the help desk support